So, Eric, I guess what are we talking about, man?
Well, apparently you can now get the Mario Kart bundle for the Switch 2 for $450 in the US this week. Thoughts on it? Is it temporary? Is it long term? Will it work? And why did real retailers decide to do this? Landon, your thoughts?
I have no clue. Honestly, when you see how many Mario Kart copies sold already, and just how well the Switch 2 is doing, it's just like, why? What is the reason? Like, you're firing off on all cylinders, but I mean, as a consumer, you can't complain.
Okay. Birdman.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one. It's only certain retailers, correct? Like not everyone's done. Like GameStop's not doing it, correct? Or
GameStop is the only one that hasn't done it.
The only one that hasn't done it.
I'm looking at Amazon and Walmart.
Amazon, Walmart, and Target did it for sure. It started with Walmart, Amazon price match, then Target joined.
Okay.
GameStop never did, but they were also sold out at the time. And I don't know if Best Buy ever participated. There's a really quick way to check here. All of them at once. It's here and here. So no, Best Buy didn't do it.
Okay, so it's only a few select retailers that decided to do it. Yeah, this one's an interesting one. I'm not 100% sure why. I don't know if it's for some retailers to move units off shelves, generate hype. I know Nintendo did a really big push with Switch 2 to make sure it was fully stocked, making sure, they made a promise that anyone who wants a Switch 2, we're going to do our best to make sure we have enough inventory all year long that anyone who wants one is going to be able to get one. With that added inventory that I'm sure a lot of retailers aren't used to for the holiday season, maybe they just wanted to generate buzz, get those sales in, sold out at a little bit of a dip. It's definitely interesting. And I don't know. This is a hard one. I don't think it's going to last. I feel like this is going to be something that reverts back after the holidays. But to me, it feels like with a lot of the price increases, just in regular life, a lot of the tariff-related cost of living, cost of everything, this just seems like a neat thing that some of the retailers are doing to generate some excitement. And I mean, I'm assuming it's working because Switch 2, from what we have seen, is selling really well this holiday season. And it's very interesting to see some of the commentary around this online, because I know some people view its availability as a negative, which is odd considering that, like, so often when we get a new console launch, it's so hard to get it. Scalpers ruin it for everybody, and everyone's complaining. The company dropped the ball. No one could get one. And now that a company finally made a huge push to really manufacture the crap out of their new hardware, make sure everyone has an opportunity to get one, it's like kind of doom and gloom. It's a weird, I don't know. There's no winning with this one, but everything that I've seen has been a good sign. I know I had a buddy hit me up when they saw this deal. They're not a big gamer, but they wanted to get a console for the family. They hit me up. I see Switch 2's on sale at these retailers. I wanted to get your opinion. What games are like? I want to grab like 3 or 4 games for it for me and the fam. What do you recommend? And I got a little bit of that. I think I had like 2 or 3 people reach out to me about that. So, I mean, this is only a good thing. Generate hype. We want games across all platforms and consoles across all companies to sell well this holiday. So I hope this creates that awesome push.
Yeah. Stash.
Yeah, I think it could be a variety of reasons, right? Like with GameStop, I think they are a good candidate to do a price drop like that to create more foot traffic in the store. They want you to come in. They want you to come in to pre-order. If you try to pre-order a game on their website, you cannot set it for store pickup. You have to go into the store to pre-order. And of course, they want you there because they want to sell you a membership. They want to ask you a bunch of questions on other things. They want to show you their 3-ring binder that has a printout of all these games that you can pre-order next year because they want you to keep coming back. They want to sell you warranties. I mean, I don't know.
It's true.
I don't know how many people buy them, right? But I mean, if you're a parent and you're buying a new game console for your kid and it's a handheld, it's different. It isn't like buying a Nintendo 64 or something back in the day where you're not holding the console in your hands and there's the chance that it could drop and crack the screen like there is now with the Nintendo Switch. So you look at things like that. And I think really GameStop just wants to generate more foot traffic so they can sell all of those things that I just named. And they have enough margin to do it because if they sell those things and if they sell more software, because they're getting you to come in and buy the hardware for the first time. So it's their job to say, hey, you need to get this too. You can't walk out of here without a Pro controller. You can't walk out of here with another set of Joy-Cons. What other games does your kids like? We got to get you some more stuff. Oh, by the way, we're doing buy two, get one free right now on all of our used Switch 2 games. All the games, actually. You guys own other consoles. Like, literally, this is the whole reason. It's just to get them to walk in the door and buy more and spend more money. And it makes sense for them. That's it.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting because obviously I'm on record saying that I didn't think there would be any shot of any price drop anywhere this first holiday. Because that's what tradition says for like any of these console makers. There's no price drop first holiday. It's been out for less than a year. Obviously, Switch 2 is in a little bit of a different situation in that it's been intentionally overstocking it all summer. So there's, this is the most stock Nintendo's ever had heading into a holiday season in the US. And I always wondered if okay, they didn't discount it on Black Friday. This deal came out of nowhere on Walmart first. And everyone else just seemed to price match them Monday. And it made people wonder, like, hey, did they just have a lot of stock of this particular item left? So they're just trying to clear it out because, this is not supposed to be for sale after this holiday. Originally, I thought maybe, they're just going to get rid of it because no more stock's going to come in of the bundle. But then Walmart actually ran out of stock in some areas during this week. And now for some areas, when you order it, you're not going to get it. They'll still sell it to you, but you won't be able to get it till next week. It'll ship out to your house next week, which means your area is sold out of that console. That's interesting because that means that Walmart's still getting more stock of the console in, even though it's supposed to be done as of the end of December. So it's interesting to me that obviously Nintendo's still making this bundle, considering that, hey, once we get to like December 20th, winter, we're supposed to be done. This bundle's not supposed to be around anymore. We all know they're going to bring it back every holiday season, but it's supposed to be done for now anyways, when we get to that date. So I thought it was interesting. On one hand, there's a part of me that loved seeing this because, hey, anytime gamers get a better deal, that's good for everyone, right? I mean, maybe not best for the retailer because the retailer probably, this is not a Nintendo price cut. So Nintendo's still getting the full price they sell these systems for. It's the retailer cutting their margins out. They cut their margins out, kind of sell it at cost for them. And now there's a deal. And oftentimes retailers do this because they want you to shop at their website. You'll buy other stuff. You'll also clear out some extra inventory that maybe they're worried won't sell well later in the month. Maybe they feel like they just have a little bit too much after the Black Friday weekend. Like it's sold, but maybe, hey, maybe Walmart's sitting on like 1.5 million of these things, and they're like, hey, we got to reduce this a bit. I don't know. There could be a lot of different reasons for why companies decide to do this. And again, I start with Walmart because they're the ones that started it. I don't think anyone else would have discounted if Walmart didn't jump the ship. I
think what we need to look at too, though, is that I think Black Friday was a absolute bust for retailers, and they know they can get you in the door if they discount the hottest
item,
video game item, the hottest item, a brand new Nintendo console coming after the Nintendo Switch, which was the best selling Nintendo console. they know they can get you in the door, and they really need you to take a lot of that stock that they have in store that they literally put in the middle of aisles when they set it up for Black Friday. They need you to take that off their hands by paying for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what ultimately comes down to, is that this is the hottest item. We know you're going to buy it, but how can we get you to come to our store versus Target, Best Buy, Amazon, wherever else? I got an idea. Let's take $50 off, because if we don't sell this stuff, we're going to lose millions and millions of dollars versus the $50 that we're taking off of the margin. It makes way more sense to do that.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, with the increase of cost of everything, like, it's just a way to get people to get some buzz around the hot item. I did shopping on Black Friday. I went into a number of stores. I didn't go into a Walmart, but I certainly went into a Target and a Best Buy, and both of them were super slow. Both stores, not busy at all.
I saw videos too on Twitter, and I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, I went into Best Buy. It wasn't even at open. It must have been at like 10 a.m. or something like that. And there was like 2 or 3 other people inside the Best Buy. And they had great deals. Don't get me wrong. Like, I saw some really great deals there.
Yeah, I'll say, when I was at Best Buy, even though my Best Buy, they were definitely picked over. Like, some of their sections, they must have got slammed right at opening. But I got there at like noon, and there was barely anyone in the store, which I thought was weird, because when I was at Walmart earlier in the day, packed, just fucking packed, couldn't even move. And then I went to the mall. Yes, we still have malls here. And it was also packed. Every store was like 45 minutes just to check out. That's how busy every store was. Even GameStop. GameStop had a security guard limiting the amount of people that come into the store, and they like built a wall because like people were stealing shit when the mall opened. Yeah, it was kind of fucking wild. So like, there were still some places in my area that were going nuts for Black Friday, but I kind of feel like, and again, I had a friend who went out to Best Buy early. He camped out. He said they were slammed at opening, but then not all the doorbusters sold. You know, so I'm curious what all those people were there for. He said, yeah, when I was there, a lot of people bought a Switch too. I'm like, well, okay. Well, the guy that said they sold 60 plus that day. So, I mean, that's could check out a little bit. Some people there early to get the Switch 2 and maybe some Amiibo deals or something. But it's one of those, it's not what it used to be where it was slammed all day.
Yeah. All day long. It used to be lines wrapped around the store all day long.
Oh, there was also the boycott too.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how much that played into it, but it is something.
What boycott?
Yeah, what boycott?
Plenty of there's people planning to boycott Friday. Yeah, the whole weekend.
What are they boycotting? Like they don't want to get good deals this weekend?
No, it's trying to stick it to the man type of thing.
What man?
Yeah,
because this is normally a really, really good time for businesses and stuff like that. They wanted to stick it to the big businesses.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm like, you're sticking it to the man.
Way to stick it to
the man, man. Making yourself pay more.
Screw you. I'm paying full price. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll see you next week and pay full price.
Yeah, I want to give you all my money. Yeah. I get it, because obviously they overstock for this time of year. So as we were saying, if they don't sell the stock, they lose out millions of dollars. I get that, but also the reason people spend all the money this time of the year is because the deals are so good. Like, you're saving money. Like my washer and dryer, if it would have died this last week, like last week before Black Friday, and I had to buy them last week, shit, dude, I could have got it for half off.
Yeah, save a few $100.
Yeah,
save $1,000.
People need to organize better when they do those kind of boycotts. I remember this happening I think I was in like high school or maybe college when there was like a gas station boycott. I'm like, don't people realize that if they just picked one and boycotted like Chevron, it's more effective? First off, they're not going to make it to everyone needs gas, but it would be a lot more effective than just like a vague like Black Friday. How about you just pick one? I mean, it's better chances of making a difference.
I mean, obviously Black Friday is never going to be what it once was because of online shopping. And look, I have nothing against online shopping. And be sure you guys out there this holiday, if you did a ton of online shopping, dude, leave a little Christmas card, a little gift card, leave a little something for the drivers. I'll tell you right now, my My fiance was an Amazon delivery driver last holiday season, and the fucking bullshit they have to go through to make sure you have your packages before the holidays. Like, be sure to thank them because they're the ones that get extra. You know, you're like, oh, this online shopping's so convenient. You don't have to go to the retail store. Yeah, for you. It ain't so convenient to the people that got to bring you your packages. It's a shit show. So
Yeah, it's basically Death Stranding in real life.
yeah, and they're going to get almost no appreciation from corporate for what they're doing at any of these companies. They're going to be overworked. They're going to be overtired. They're going to be out delivering way past the times they're supposed to. Dude, it's a mess this time of year for delivery services. So yeah, be sure to be kind to them. At least say thank you if you're home when they drop the package off, because they are. It's hell this time of year for them. That said, yeah, online shopping always was going to make it less, but this year definitely it felt less than usual. I still like to go in person because, one, the deals are basically the same as online because everyone price matches everything anyways. And two, I get it right now. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for shipping. And there's just something about like in-person interactions. I do so much of my life online with my job and everything. Feels good to get out into the world, even on Black Friday, even with the crowds. It's like, you know what? The crowd reminds me there's still people that exist. You know, when I'm going in the Victoria's Secret to get something for the wife and it's 45 minutes to check out, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. There's still people in this world. Now, did I say fuck that, leave, and then go buy her shit online? Of course I did. But it was still nice to see. If I had more time, I would have waited in line. If I had my Switch 2, I definitely would have waited in line. But I'm sorry, I didn't think to carry my Switch 2 into the mall when I'm the one doing all the shopping. But whatever. Yeah, so it was definitely different. And it's interesting because, like, I don't know how well the Switch 2 obviously sold over Black Friday and Black Friday weekend. It's like the numbers are out there. It was one of the hot items. We've seen all the reports, all the assessments of Black Friday. It was one of the hot items. And if you go on the websites, you can see it's listed as like a bestseller on every single website right now. So obviously it's been selling, but how much? We don't really know. For a while we knew, I think it was as of like Saturday, we knew there was over 100,000 sales already from Amazon for Switch 2 for both versions. But then after this 450 nonsense happened, they removed the sales numbers from their website. So now you can't tell how much they've sold. But like Amazon is sold out and they're back in stock right now. They were sold out earlier today. Ever since they chopped this $50, there's been random sellouts happening. But again, they're very short-lived. That's just moving stock around, shifting stock around, trying to get stock to where it needs to be. But I do think it's selling very well. So it's like, the $50 price drop. One is not a Nintendo discount, so Nintendo didn't drop the price. This is retailers cutting price. It started with Walmart, which again, we went over their possible reasons for doing so. And of course, everyone else is going to price match. They're not going to lose business to Walmart. That's not the way. Amazon ain't interested in having everyone looking for a Switch 2 on Cyber Week not coming to their website, but bum rushing Walmart, because the chances are Walmart's got kind of competitive pricings on some stuff. So if they're already on the Walmart website, they might buy other things that they would have otherwise bought on Amazon. Then, Target's going to do the same thing. The only reason I think GameStop never price matched online anyways was because they were sold out on Monday. They actually didn't have any Switch 2s on Monday online. They have them in stock now, but they had a restock shipment come. But yeah, they were sold out when this happened. And then the weird thing is Nintendo never price dropped, and the My Nintendo store sold out. Interesting.
Nintendo doesn't need to price drop though, because they're never a hot new item.
Yeah.
No,
they
won't.
Price drop. It's their
but
item.
They also have an incredibly popular piece of hardware that's new.
I mean, they drop $50. They're going to have retailers knocking on their door being like, hey, what the fuck? Why are you charging us $400 for this fucking item? And you're selling it for $450. What the fuck are you doing? And shut up. Let me be. Anyway, so basically this week you can get Mario Kart World for free. That's basically what happened. The question I have is, like, how long does this last? Is this going to be like just this week because it's Cyber Week? Is it going to be the rest of the month? Is it just the Mario Kart bundle? Remember, it's supposed to come to an end at some point this month. Is this just what it's going to be until they don't sell this thing anymore? no idea. I mean, for consumer sake, I hope that they just keep it at this price until they don't make this bundle anymore.
They should keep it this price through Christmas. The retailers, like, they need it.
I mean, it's
Not
definitely
Nintendo,
it would
the
be
retailers.
smart because of the gift cards.
Yeah,
Like obviously with retailers, they count on you coming back after Christmas to spend more money. So it would be smart from that angle, but not much longer after that. Really, I would say within the return policy period, the extended holiday return policy period. Once that's over, that will probably be over too. And then you start to shift to February, the slowest month in retail.
Nope. It's all about, I mean, it's not, okay, I'll put it this way. If you're a Hallmark store, you might still be all right. It's Valentine's Day, baby. Got to start pushing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But outside of specialty stores like that, yeah, it's pretty fucking slow the first few months of the year after return season. You might go, why is return season so? Because people return items or they exchange it. Sometimes they buy other stuff and then buy additional things on top, and all that happens all the time. Anyways, so yeah, obviously we don't know what the sales data is. That's stuff that we could talk about next month when we get the Circana Black Friday report in. It'll be very interesting to see. Well, we should know the Black Friday one this month, I guess. We should know that. Not next week, but the week after. And then we'll know all of December and January at some point. And Nintendo will tell us at some point too. I think in February, first week of February will be their next financial meeting. So we'll have their official numbers as well worldwide. Because obviously we're just talking about the US. No idea what this thing is selling like anywhere else in the world outside of Japan. Where it just keeps going up every week. They're not even to their biggest shopping week yet, which is like the week after Christmas. It's like the huge shopping season in Japan. That's their Cyber Week. It's crazy. Nuts there. So like the end of the year is always massive in Japan. And like every week now it's over 100,000, over 100,000. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So we'll see. Obviously we know what Nintendo's projections for the year are. They're expecting to sell a shitload of Switch 2s. So we'll see what happens.